already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Tank got choked, long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out for that. I never switch, you never switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cut. Hey. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Middle.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Miami.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Come on, let's go.
First carry now for Justice Hill. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Rosen. Looking end zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Dolphin first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
180! Right there, 56. Know your job.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, 180! 2 right here. Come on. You better bring.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. On first down, they run with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first and goal, Howard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down, Rosen. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
58, come on. Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Yeah, that... It's much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the... Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack, Trubisky. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he gets us up just shy of the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let one fly for Tate. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Golden Tate, 59 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure in today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On first down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, Montgomery. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On third down, this is Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rosen will throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I'm trying to collect.
Mike's 54.
Hug. I want that. Give it.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Rosen on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
54.
Alert.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right
Orbit.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. 2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Bravo!
On third down, Rosen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lock in.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. There's a throw into the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Anthony Barr leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
14, Dolphins 3.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Middle.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Running with Howard. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Rush in. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Red, top.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Howard. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.